we have a lotion, which is kind of a serumy consistency, but is also a moisturizer consistency, if that makes sense. Hi there, this is Suchitra, and I talk about all things beauty and wellness to make your life a little better. And if you've somehow stumbled upon my channel and landed up here for the first time, I welcome you to my channel, and I hope this video gives you a reason to stay till the end and also hit subscribe. And if you've already subscribed to this channel, then I thank you so much for your support. I'm also going to be leaving the links to the products that I will be speaking about in the video below in the descriptor so you can find them easily. So today's video, as you already know, is the best of skincare 2024. Before we get started, I'd just like to clarify a couple of things. So these are going to be products that I've used on my face, particularly skincare for my body is in a separate video, which is best of body care 2024. You can find the link to that video in my descriptor below. Also, I will be talking about products that I have tried in this year for the first time, but it doesn't mean that I don't have favorites outside of these products. Of course, I do, but the whole idea is to keep you updated year on year about the new products that I try through the year and what are my best picks from that year. Okay, so let's quickly get started. So, talking about the very first step in my skincare routine, which is double cleansing, starting with a balmy, oily cleanser. My favorite from this year has been Swipe Right from Resolve. I can't tell you how proud I am of featuring this particular product and this brand on my page. This brand is owned by a very, very, very dear friend and a fellow content creator, Shrija, who goes by the handle Skin Oriel. And I've also had the privilege of working with her on this particular brand, building it up from scratch because that's what I do as my primary profession. I work as a writer, creative director. Anyway, that's a different jam. Coming back to this particular product, it is absolutely beautiful. It has this super nice, balmy consistency, which is not too runny and yet not too thick. Spreadability of this product is fantastic. It does a thorough job of doing a first cleanse, which is good enough to just function as a single cleanser also. So on some days when I'm feeling not so extra, this is the only cleanser I use and it works perfectly fine for my dry leaning skin. The brand also has a very unique pro tip to use this product, which is doing a 5-minute masking. And I've done that on several occasions and it just leaves your skin feeling so soft. And honestly, the barrier restorative properties function so well that way. I love this stuff. Okay, next I'm going to go in with my favorite face wash from this year, which is from The Ordinary. This one is the Glucoside Foaming Cleanser. I mean, I can't tell you how good this cleanser is, particularly in the summers when you need like a really thorough cleanse because your skin tends to get much more oilier, greasier, etc., etc. Especially because I live in a very humid place. Bombay is super humid. This one is so fantastic. You know, even if you've used it like 2-3 times in a day, because sometimes I need to because I work out, I wear sunscreen multiple times before, after, etc. This one never leaves the skin feeling too stripped, which is so good, and it always gives such a great thorough cleanse. In fact, this can also function as a single cleanser on days that you have not applied a sunscreen that doesn't wash off easily, or you've not applied makeup. You can straight away go in with this, and it functions just fine. Okay, those are the only cleansers that really stood out for me this year. Moving on to toners, I have this ginormous bottle from Tony Moly. This one actually gets spoken about so much lesser than the ceramide mochi variant from this brand. I don't know why, because personally, if I had to pick one between the two, it would be this one. This is a lot more hydrating than that, and it's not at all overbearing. It is superb to even use during the warmer months of the year, works really well layered during the cooler time of the year. So, in my opinion, this is a very no nonsense, really well balanced, hydrating toner and comes at a fantastic price point. So, is a clear winner. Okay, that was the only toner that I wanted to feature. Honestly, there has been another toner which has really got my attention, but I've only started using it recently. So it's been tested during this time of the year, which is much cooler. So just for me to have like a much more well-rounded opinion of it, I'd like to test it during the warmer months also. And maybe if it performs well, it can feature in my best of 2025. Okay, moving on. This one is the Ciorus Light It Up Essener. To think of it, it actually does qualify as something between a toner and an essence in terms of the consistency. It is so beautiful. I cannot begin to tell you. It is supremely hydrating. and not at all overbearing, which is such a unique quality and so rare in products. Honestly, this the only drawback about, I wouldn't say a drawback, but personally, I don't really prefer the packaging so much because it comes in this glass bottle, which doesn't make it very travel friendly in terms of the shape and the clunkiness of it. But otherwise, fantastic product. Okay, this product isn't available in India, but I will try and find a link for this and leave it in the descriptor below. Okay, moving on to serums, which is my personal favorite-ish kind of a product in my skincare routine. And we have like a bunch of them this year. So I'll begin with this one, which is the Pune Kang Yul Black Tea Boosting Serum. Just remembering the name itself, it's a bit of a thing. But anyway, this is again a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful serum. Supremely hydrating. I prefer using this in my nighttime routine because it is a little bit heavy because of how hydrating and also kind of moisturizing it is. Really is so good. It has amazing well aging properties, has a bunch of really interesting ingredients, including black tea, which is the hero ingredient in this, has superb ferments, and is just such a fantastic all rounder serum that you'd like to incorporate if you're looking at a healthier skin barrier, if you're looking at well aging. Highly recommend this one. So this product isn't available in India, sadly. Two bits about the packaging. It is a little bit clunky because of the whole glass packaging of it. It also has very like a smooth body. So if you are somebody who's clumsy, you might want to be a little careful while using this because this is an expensive product. The next serum is this one from Due. It's called Hustle. This was, I think, originally launched as the first product from this brand, but they rebranded it this year. And this is the Hustle 2.0, as the brand would like to call it. Honestly, I didn't use the first one, so there's no meter for comparison for me. But I've used this and I've thoroughly loved it. It's an empty for me. It is a power packed serum. It has so many amazing ingredients. It has 10% micro ferment extracts. It has 60% bird sap juice. 60% bird sap juice. That is fantastic because it is so great for your skin barrier. Then there is 11 plus actives. And I believe it also has galactomyces ferment, which is one of my very favorite ingredients for well aging. So this is honestly like, even if you're using this in the daytime, which is ideally when you should be using this, in my opinion, but honestly, you can also use this at night. The premise of this product is basically for you to cut down on number of serums and have just this one hard working serum in your routine, and which gets the job done, whether it's providing you antioxidant benefits, whether it's providing you well aging benefits. It does the job. It's super hydrating. Sometimes can be slightly overbearing in the warmer months, for especially for somebody who has an oilier skin. May not prefer this. For my normal to dry skin, this was fantastic and I really, really enjoyed using this. Okay, and now for one of my most favorite serums of all time, I think. This one from L'Oreal. I got this from UK. It's not available in India, sadly. It's called the L'Oreal Revitalift Laser. This is so beautiful. It's one of the nicest retinol products that I have used till date. It has pure retinol in it. This just like every time I've used this, the next morning, my skin will be shining, not just glowing. And so many times, you guys always leave me DMs asking me that your skin is skinning, your skin is glowing. And one of the products that has worked behind the scenes for me is this one. I love this to bits. I think it is 100% going to be a repurchase for me. Just no doubt about that. This is a phenomenally great product that I cannot recommend enough. Okay, next is another retinol serum. And now you're wondering what is wrong with me? How many retinol serums am I using in my routine? I actually do end up using multiple retinol serums in my routine because some days my skin may not be in a position to take a really strong retinol like the L'Oreal one. It might just want that little bit of retinol. And for those days, this one is just perfection. Honestly, I was a little skeptical before using this because I was like, oh, it's 0.5%. What's it going to do for a seasoned retinol user like me? But don't be fooled by it. This is so good at 0.5%. I think the formulation is key here and it performs beautifully. Would highly also recommend it for somebody who's a beginner to retinol and is comfortable using an oil-based product, because this product is formulated in squalane. It is an oil-based, if you can see. That's the only bit about it that I personally don't enjoy always, because I'm not like a huge facial oil fan. And I also feel like, when you're using a retinol, after so many steps in your skincare routine, because an oil will always come last, I just feel like the penetration gets lower. But then that is actually the beauty of this product for those days when you need just that little bit of retinol and not like a whole lot of retinol. I mean, I just can't tell you how good this one performs at 0.5%. Okay, moving on, we have a lotion, which is kind of a serumy consistency, but is also a moisturizer consistency, if that makes sense. Anyway, I won't leave you wondering. I'm talking about Resolve's Bear Hug. Yes, this is the second product from the same brand that I started this video with, which was Swipe Right, and this is Bear Hug. I had the great privilege of working on this. She just done such a wonderful job in making these products come to life. And you can literally see the true love poured into this, because this is a phenomenal product. So this works as a great moisturizer for somebody who has an oilier skin type all through the year. For somebody with drier skin, this might be a little too light during the cooler time of the year, but for somebody like me whose skin is, between normal to dry, depending on what time of the year it is, my skin just lapped it up during the warmer time of the year. It was such a perfect moisturizer for even the day. I cannot even begin to tell you how good this is. Plus, this has barrier supporting properties. This also has a pad, which is a derivative of azelaic acid. So is fantastic for somebody with acne prone skin. I mean, I can go on and on talking about this. Just get it. It's too good. Okay, moving on, we have a very, very famous, much spoken about, very, very viral product, which isn't a new product technically, but new to me because I tried it for the first time this year. So, this is Crave Beauty's Great Barrier Relief. And this is a fantastic moisturizer again for barrier support, of course, because that's what the name suggests. I'll actually begin with telling you what I don't enjoy about the product. So, I'll quickly get that out of the way. I absolutely don't enjoy the smell of this product, because I don't think I can call it a fragrance. It has a very strong tamanu oil smell. Not the biggest fan of that, but otherwise, this is a fantastic moisturizer, and I fully get the hype around it. It's especially fantastic for somebody who has dry leaning skin, because this is pretty heavy duty. Or if you are somebody who also sleeps in the AC and you have pretty normal skin, this will work wonderfully for you, because this can really help with the transepidermal water loss. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's basically when you sleep in the AC, or when the climate gets really cold and dry, the environment sort of sucks out the water from our skin, making it very, very dehydrated. And this product can sort of avoid that. I would really, really recommend it for those purposes, especially. And also, if you are somebody who heavily uses actives, then this one can pair really well with your actives. So this product doesn't retail in India, but I'm sure you can find it from some K-beauty sellers. Two bits about the packaging. So the founder of this is also a very popular content creator from Korea. Her name is Lia Yu, and you can actually check her out and the fantastic work she does around the packaging of her products, and how environmentally conscious she is as a person, and how she tries to bring that aspect into the products that she creates, and basically reducing plastic for as much as possible. And I really, really appreciate that about her. Okay, and that's it for the moisturizers. Moving on to eye cream. I just have one because I've thoroughly enjoyed using this one from Haru Haru. This one is the black rice eye cream. It also has bakuchiol. This one has been fantastic, honestly, as like a daytime cream for me, because this doesn't have retinol at night. I usually prefer using a retinol-based eye cream. I particularly feel like this has sort of helped with slightly brightening the area under my eyes. And for that reason, I think I will repurchase this. Okay, moving on to sunscreens. I think I got to try some very interesting and very nice sunscreens this year. So I'm very excited about that. I'm going to start with this one from Dot & Key. This is the Sika Calming Mattifying Sunscreen, and this is chef's kiss. So beautiful. I absolutely love this sunscreen. It also has niacinamide, by the way. So it's perfect for pretty much all skin type that I can think of. I have normal to dry skin, but I've also recommended it to friends who have much more oilier skin than me. And it just works beautifully for everyone I can think of. This is so good. If you haven't tried it, then you definitely have to. Okay, moving on. This has been my summer sunscreen this year. This is from Biore. It's a Japanese sunscreen, but it does retail in India, so you'll find it easily. This is so good for the summer months. It's very lightweight. I can't think of anybody who will not be enjoying this. This is superb. Doesn't work for me during the cooler time of the year because it's too light for my skin type and I feel like it dries my skin a little bit. But if you have very oily skin and the winters don't bother you, then you can continue using this. Just so good for the summer. I highly recommend it. Okay, next is the sunscreen. I think it is one of my most favorite sunscreens of all times. I think I can put it there. This is so fabulous. Oh my god. Like I can't tell you how much I love this product. This is from Round Lab and I'm kind of feeling stupid about it that I took so long to try this because this has been viral in Korea for like ever and ever and ever. This is just fantastic. Honestly, if you haven't tried it, again, please don't even walk, just run and get this. So, two bits about who can use this. Honestly, I feel like anyone can use this, but if you have very oily skin and you live in a very humid climate, then you might find this a little bit heavy for you. But you can always set it with like a powder or something. But obviously, that's not preferable because that's an additional step, and you just want to apply your sunscreen and get out of the house. Then maybe those are the only set of people I can think of who may not like using the sunscreen, but again, it's a personal preference. It is creamy, but it's not overbearing. It's a very unique kind of a creamy texture. It's creamy yet it's lightweight. It gives a beautiful glow to the skin. It has a bird sap juice in it, so it's really barrier friendly. I love that quality about the sunscreen. I mean, I think I can go on talking about it. I love it so much. I also have a dedicated reel about this, linking that below. Okay, finally, the sunscreen that really won me and made me convert to a tinted sunscreen girl. This one is from Belief. Honestly, this one is a little bit pricey, but I would pay the price for it for the kind of like finish it gives my skin. It obviously doesn't offer a kind of coverage that you might want, but it does something very nice to the skin, and it has a very universal tint. Like it's tinted, but it'll suit everyone and give you the nice glow up when you use it. And I can't describe it like how good this looks, but I have a dedicated reel about this. I will be linking everything in the descriptor, so don't miss that. Okay, now for the final category, which is lip balms. And this one from Dot and Key absolutely won me over. This has a very nice flattering tint, which again will suit everyone that I can think of. This one is in the shade Warm Nude. And this is SPF 50, so it also keeps your lips protected. Also, it has a very nice balmy texture, which kind of, sort of hydrates and heals the lips, if I may say. It does such a good job, like such an all-rounder lip balm. I think it ticks all the boxes in terms of protection, in terms of hydration, moisturization, in terms of the tint. It is just beautiful. Okay, now for the final product, which I can't name at this point because it's launching next month. But I have been using it for like months now and I'm obsessed with it. I have spoken about it so many times on my Instagram page, which by the way, you should follow if you aren't, because this is where I post much more regularly. Yeah, so I have been obsessively talking about this lip balm because it is literally so good. I can't wait for this to launch and introduce you all to it. But honestly, when it launches, run. I can only show it to you right now like this, but so good. So good. Can I leave you a little hint? Maybe the name of the brand starts with an S. That's all I can talk about right now. So, what is so special about this lip balm? It has a very unique ingredient which is native to India. You're going to know about it very soon. It basically hydrates, heals the lips so nicely. It leaves a very beautiful glossy texture and it stays put. A lot of lip balms, when you apply it after some time, it sort of really disappears. This one doesn't. And it does such a thorough job of the most chapped lips, which I have from time to time because I just have extremely dry skin and the winters really wreck my lips. So this one is fail proof. And that brings me to the end of this video. I hope you've enjoyed staying put with me, and let me know your thoughts if you've used any of the products that I've shown here and what do you think about it. And I hope that this recommendation is going to help you make a wiser choice about your own purchases. And if you stayed till the end of this video with me till here, then I'm guessing you have enjoyed this video. I'd love your support, so don't forget to subscribe.